entrance of the courtroom where the two opposing teams are meeting for the first time legally. There is a defendant, owner of O'Banion, his name is Mr. Allen, and the plaintiff, an ex-employee of O'Banion, his name is Mr. Woosley. At the same time, they are the representative, Mr. Eric and Miss Sheryl.
Sorry, no comments. No comments. No comments. No comments. No comments. No comments.
Good morning viewers, my name is Jing and here we are live in the courtroom where the respective attorneys are preparing themselves for the case of age discrimination in O'Banion. Today the verdicts will be announced immediately after this trial and we will find out if age discrimination is indeed a case in O'Banion. Please rise.
So good morning members of the courtroom. Today we begin the case of ageism for Mr. Woosley, and my understanding is that Mr. Woosley is 55 years old this year and is an ex-employee of O'Banion's company with effect from January this year. So it's also mentioned that the reason of his retrenchment is both unclear and points heavily to simple ageism at work. So the defense claims that his retrenchment was of pure coincidence and has no relationship whatsoever with his age. So please do understand that this case is prevalence of today's culture in Singapore and punishment should ageism be found. This case is of serious nature and I hope the parties can settle this mutually. Can the prosecution present her argument to the courtroom and shed greater light on this matter, please?
Your Honor, we have gathered data from the company and we have found that there's a higher percentage of employees above 40 being fired. Mr. Allen, how can you treat your older worker with such age discrimination? They have spent their sweat and effort in building your company. We have found out that there's a higher percentage of employees who are above 40 are being terminated. Mr. Allen, you are demonstrating age discrimination which is unfair to the employees.
Objection! Sorry, but the thing is this, please do understand that even though there's a majority of 40 years old individuals within the company, it does not count towards age discrimination. Please do understand that within our country, the age discrimination value is approximately 50 and above, 58 and above to be exact and to be precise. Because by simply using a mean age of 40 to use as a benchmark for age discrimination is actually unfair. Instead, a more accurate age to determine as a benchmark will be 50. Because this will clearly demonstrate the age group and the working population of our country alone. So, if we look at statistical evidence to prove from the two charts that we have made available from our data sources, we can see that both the older workers and the younger workers have been decreasing at a regular interval in each round of being retrenched. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Aaron, you have mentioned that using the benchmark of 40 years old is being unfair, but however, based on the statistics that we found, the median age of the terminated employees is actually 52.5%. So by using the benchmark that you mentioned, Mr. Allen is still demonstrating age discrimination.
This is unfair! Ha! Order! Before we resume this session, I hope that both parties have successfully settled their disputes and shall move on to the later part of the discussion. Before the break, we were on the discussion on the distribution of age group that was retrenched along with Mr. Woosley. Can the defense resume his lines of argument, please?
To clarify on your point on the median age of 52.5, I'd like to clarify on the fact that the median age of our current country is actually approximately 33.1 years old, and the probability of achieving this probability is actually 47.67%. However, to actually achieve a rate of having lesser than 10% of 10 people within the current population, current proportion group to be below the median age is actually 8.67% approximately. However, the current group that we are facing is actually those of baby boomers. Henceforth, it is actually a higher chance and a better probability of them to be chosen just because older workers are more skilled are more skilled in this current proportion group.
Yes, even with such condition, I'm sure that the older and younger workers have equal chance of being chosen, being fired. Mr. Allen, how can you treat your employees with such age discrimination? It's so being unfair to them.
Order, order. I will have order now. We shall resume this after 5-minute break for the parties to finalize their points, and we shall then decide the verdict of this case soon after. I come to a conclusion. The verdict for the Albanian company ends as a favor to the Woolsey. So after an elaborate understanding of how statistics play an important role in this case, I declare Allen not guilty.
Thank you, my lawyer. Morning, Your Honor. Morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Your Honor. So can the prosecution present her argument to the courtroom and shed greater light upon this matter, please?
Your Honor, we have gathered data from...
Hey, good job! Go on! I want to fire my lawyer.
Please be serious, please. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Order, please.
Based according to 40 years of age is moot. Thank you.
Why you talk so long?
To counter attack, we cannot deny that there's actually more employees being above age 40 are being fired. This really clearly shows that Mr. Allen is age discrimination.
Age discrimination.
This is unfair! Ha!
Just now, this one crazy. This one got nothing to say. But
I didn't know that you were there, so oh my god.
no comments, no comments, no comments, no comments, no comments. No comments 可以 cut 的。No comments 可以 cut。
Okay,
And move ready, right?
Emilia.
Strangers to love, gonna make us from any other guy. I just wanna tell you what
Oh no, wait. No, Jing, no.
你敢 sing now?
you got.